Now you can probably already see that I've resigned the sheriff's office. I'm leaving the sheriff's office. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank each and every one of y'all for clicking on the video. And yes, as you see in the thumbnail, it's true. I am no longer a deputy sheriff. I obviously not old enough to retire. I only had 8 years in with the sheriff's office, but we're going to kind of go into what led up to this point and what our future is. And yeah, so just kind of starting out. Anyways, I'm going to play this video, and it's a little bit long, but like I said, I wanted to document the last few days I had and kind of bring y'all along. That way y'all could see what I was going through, what it was like, and kind of what was on my mind. Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well today. I know by now you're probably wanting to know why I'm actually shooting a video here at my office behind my desk. I don't think I've ever shot a video here, and I don't think I have. So our life has been changing drastically in the last 5 or 6 months. We've purchased the farm or property and started buying animals and shooting, just making videos and just enjoying life and sharing it with each and every one of y'all. And we love doing that. We love it, and I love documenting our life as we go. It's been a little overwhelming. The last couple months has been really, really rough at work and at home. Videoing, taking care of the farm, shooting video with the family, going editing video. Then you got to go work a full-time job, and then you still got to have time for your kids and your wife. And me and Steph has thought about this for the last month. We've been praying over this for the last month and a half. You're going to have to forgive me here, but by now you can probably already see that I've resigned the sheriff's office. I'm leaving the sheriff's office. July 15th will be my last day here at the sheriff's office. I have several hours of vacation time built up, which leaving that I'm going to be off for the next couple months, burning that time, which, I'm leaving on good terms. There's no hard feelings here at all. I am upset because this has always been my dream job. When I got in this job, I faced multiple issues trying to get me to stop, to the point where people would make up stuff and tell the judge and attorneys and that I was, a bad cop, dirty cop. And, at one point it almost got so rough that I was just going to hang it up, but I didn't. I fought through it because I loved what I do. And I've changed multiple lives with this job. I've never would have dreamed I would be walking away. But like I said, we've prayed over it. YouTube has been very, very good to us by y'all watching our videos and just showing y'all support to our family. It's been amazing. And it has come to that time that I have to walk away. I don't have time to do everything, and I chose to continue doing YouTube rather than this. I love this job. I don't want to leave. But I can't do it no more. I can't do everything. And I hate it. Me and Steph will sit down and talk a little at the farm. But I wanted to share this with y'all. Like I say, I'm going to hate this. I've been here since August 30th of 2016. I think, I don't know, that's about 8 years, coming up on 8 years. And I have nothing but good stuff to say about the guys that I've worked with. You might want to know, some of you are probably asking, why is he so upset? He's leaving his job and going to shoot YouTube videos and, be with his family. And yes, that is. But in the last 10 years of doing law enforcement, I've become very, very close to the men and women here in law enforcement. And I'll be honest, it feels like I'm turning my back on them. It was the hardest thing to, oh my gosh. It was the hardest thing to do, to walk in and tell the sheriff that I could no longer work. Guys, I just flipped this around here. This is, I used to post pretty regular on here, but that's just some of the achievements that, this is when I actually got Canine Officer of the Year for our district. This is when we actually got Max. And looky there, there's Harley. And right there, that man right there, our undersheriff, Jay McClure. He's a great man. This is the one I was telling you about that got diagnosed with ALS and changed drastically and has went downhill. This is one of my first cases. Me and Ben actually caught 2 murderers on the interstate. They was on the run from Kansas. But anyways. All right, guys. It's kind of a bittersweet deal. Like I said in the last video, this is going to be the last time I fill up my unit. It's just one of those deals that it's hard, but I have to do it. Like I said before, is I can't do both things, and I really enjoy spending time with the family and making videos. So we're going to have to give this up, but I've learned a lot of things along this path, and never be forgotten. So last time filling it up. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's my last day. I've got just about everything cleaned out in my office. There's still a lot left behind here. I'm just boxing things up. It's been pretty rough the last few days. As I told y'all before, me and Steph will sit down and we will talk about our decision and what's going to happen from here. And we want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching our videos and following us and, just leaving comments. So anyways, just kind of want to make a short video. Plus I want to kind of get my wall up there before I actually start taking it down. So anyways, I don't know how this video is going to go. We're going to piece a lot of it together. So y'all have a blessed evening. Well, good morning, guys. Hope everyone's having a good morning. This is crazy. It's, if you've seen the video, or if you've already seen the part where I was in the office the other night, you understand. Hope you're having a great morning. I never would have dreamed this day would ever come. Did I want it to come? Yes and no. But when it's really here, it's a different story. And I mean, as many of y'all already know, I am leaving law enforcement. Today is my last day. Today will be the last time I go 10-8. I'm going to work half of a day. I don't know, just got mixed emotions. I joined the sheriff's office back in 2016, August 30th of 2016, and I've always said that I was going to be here until the sheriff wasn't here anymore. You know, after working with our sheriff, it'd almost be impossible. I wouldn't say impossible. It'd be really hard to work for another person. The story on that, that's the whole backstory, and I'll probably talk about that later. But I've known the sheriff since I was a kid. I used to follow him around the football game because I wanted to be a cop. And needless to say, fast forward many years, that happened. But today, I'm fixing to go 10-8. And it's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough day, sad day, because I'm leaving my fellow officers and friends, dispatch, many firefighters, and the guys I work with, not just my agency, all the other agencies, Sulphur Davis, the Park Service, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol, OBN. I've worked with all those people, DEA, the FBI. That's something that I've really enjoyed in this career. I've done everything any cop could ever want to do, other than be in a shooting or be shot. And I can care less to do either one. But I know for the last week, me and Steph talked about it and prayed about it for the last couple months, but the last week I've hit my knees really hard. God, please, if this ain't what I'm supposed to do, please send me a sign. Send me a sign, God. Let me know. And, you know, a lot of y'all might not believe in signs, and that's okay. A lot of y'all might not believe in God. That's okay. That's what I choose in. I believe in Him. Because I know I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for Him. So, prayed really hard, give me a sign, God. If I need to stay, if I need to go, give me a sign. I want to make sure I'm doing what's right. A couple nights ago, go to work, get a call, got a female out in the middle of the field, and I show up. She's combative, she's going crazy, she's on some drugs, bath salts. That's my alarm to get up. But needless to say, I got up early this morning. I couldn't sleep. I laid there, and so I finally said, well, I'm going to get up. I'll just wait until I go 10-8. So it's like I end up having to holler for backup. I hollered for one of my good friends, Calabrese, and he had a rookie officer with him. And then Ben,
he actually, he was at home and heard it on the radio, and he came out, and Mike as well came out, lived down, both of them lived real close. And that's what kind of brotherhood we have here. And it'll still be here, not just because I'm leaving, it'll still be here. So we get her to the hospital. I mean, I fought her for about 4 to 5 hours before they get enough of Haldol and all that other stuff in her, Benadryl, all that stuff. She ended up getting like 8-9 shots, and it was not bringing her down. So finally it did. And that was probably one of the roughest little fights that I've had. I haven't had really, really bad fights, and I'm thankful of it, because usually I'm able to settle everything by talking them down. And that one was probably one of the roughest. Now, here's the deal. Yes, I could have ended it. I was restraining her. I wasn't actually fighting her. Yeah, I could have elbowed her and knocked her out, and that'd have been it. But that ain't what we're here for. We're here to help. Obviously, she had took something she shouldn't have, and it messed her up. But still, no matter how mad, I just couldn't do that. I've never done that in my whole career. So I was like, went home. I was, thinking, God, is that a sign? Is that a sign? It's like, that's enough. It's just going to get worse from here. And so the very next night I prayed, and next day come to work, and the sheriff, he helps me clean out the office, and it really hurts, because it feels like I'm portrayed. It feels like I'm letting him down. I've always looked up to him, and I've always done my job to make him look good, to stay in office. But he did tell me yesterday, he said that, he wished that, he could find something that paid for his insurance, and that way he could just stay on the farm and work, and not have to deal with everybody else's problems. And hopefully someday he does. So afterwards, we're eating. Me, him, and Bryson goes out to eat, and in the town that I live in, pretty much, we don't get recognized as YouTubers or anything like that. We got finished eating, and a lady come up to me and said, "Hey, I love watching your show," and she was like, "How much does it cost to subscribe?" And I was like, "It don't cost nothing." She was like, "So you don't have to, if I subscribe, no, it don't cost nothing. You subscribe, it's free." And she's, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I used to work with your mom." And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I don't remember her name, but I do remember her." So I left the restaurant there, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm a real big guy with signs. I am, and a lot of y'all might not believe it, but I do. And I believe in God, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. But I sat there thinking, I was like, is that my mom? She worked with my mom, and God can send messages in many, many ways. And I was thinking to myself, is that my mom? Because I'm praying, give me a sign. And she says that, she used to work with my mom, and I ain't had nobody come up like that in years. Is that my mom saying, go ahead, son, you got this, go be with your family? And so I go on and go to the ball game last night. Both kids played ball, really cold, and getting ready to leave, and one of the local preachers are there, and he comes up to me. He says, "Hey, I watch your YouTube channel. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. I really enjoy it." So he said that, and I started smiling. I was like, this is God giving me these signs, because this doesn't happen. It hasn't happened very. It might have happened once or twice, but not 2 times in one day. So I talked to him and talked for a good while, but afterwards I left, and I felt real good about today, because I feel like God's gave me those signs that do this, be with your family, do what you love, and I'm here for you, and I will help you along the way. Just follow the path. That's how I feel. And I know a lot of y'all probably think I'm crazy, but everybody has a right to their own opinions, and that's what I believe. So tonight when I get off, or today when I get off, me and Steph will sit down and we'll talk, and we'll get her perspective in this, and we'll add it to the video. But we want to thank each and every one of y'all for following us. Later on, I will sit down and talk about some of the experiences I went through, how to deal with it. And that's one of the things, is you have to talk about that stuff so it doesn't build up. And one thing about law enforcement, it may not be like this everywhere, but law enforcement, you're either in or you out. That's it. And I could tell that as soon as I said I was leaving. I could tell several different body reactions, and the way I was talked to the last few days. I could tell which ones was, you can just tell that stuff. You had the ones that really truly are going to miss you, and you have the ones that just said, I don't know, but I got a really my friends that I work with Oklahoma Highway Patrol, they sent me some very, very nice, encouraging messages, and it was awesome. I've done everything that an officer could want to do here in the county I live in. I've worked every type of case, murder cases, rape cases, you name it, I've worked it. And I can care less being a shooting or shoot someone else. But anyways, I'm just rattling on. So I'm going to go ahead and go 10-8.
Sorry, County.
Go ahead, County 3.
I'll be 10-8.
Clear, County 3, 10:55. Good morning.
All right, guys. Time to get this day started. All right, guys. So I have just went and got all the rest of my items that was in my office. The rest of the stuff is evidence that's going to be stayed here. We went through it yesterday. It's sad, but I'm happy at the same time. As I said earlier, I'm going to get my name tag before I leave. But I think things will work out. I have faith. God has led me up to this point, and I feel this is my next chapter in my life with my family, and get to catch up with a lot of lost time that I had. I spoke with so many officers, and going to miss them. But I believe that my time's done here.
I've done a lot. I've filed multiple cases. I've helped so many people in this, and I've helped people get clean from drugs. I've helped people keep from going to prison by getting them into drug rehabs, and they.
Go ahead, County 3.
Myself and my canine partner will be 10-7.
Clear, County 3. County 3, you've given your last 10-7 at 4:29:23 at 1:46 p.m. You are a shining example of hard work and motivation. From such a humble root can achieve such greatness. Murray County 3, as you close this chapter in your life and begin writing your new one, you're going to have mixed emotions, some sadness, enormous pride, and little apprehension, and much anticipation. I would urge you to take a few moments and reflect on the people, places, and events of this past year that you have helped and shaped you into who you are today. As many people retire or change directions in life, they often wonder, did I make a difference? Did I perform to my fullest? I am proud to say, not only from dispatch, but from your fellow Leos and the community, we can easily answer that question. It is going to be a resounding yes. You truly have made a difference and performed magnificently. Murray County is a far stronger place today because of your service. May you be blessed with much success in your future and endeavors. You will truly be missed, Murray County 3, and thank you for your service, and may God bless you. We're going to miss you, County 3.
Clear. Thank you. I miss you as well. Oh, wow. That's pretty rough, guys. That's it. They wrote me a poem. They told me to read it. So this is basically, I guess this is what they just read the final call. It's a polished and signed and looks so fine. Once you earn it, you have to toe the line. The minute you wear it up on your chest, it becomes a symbol that you are the best. It means honesty, integrity, and fearless to all. Your life is never your own, but at the public's call, night or day, an hour, it makes a mark. It doesn't protect you from a shot in the dark. Over the years, the shining stars to fade. But brighter still is the man it's made. It is often what separates you from the crowd. It is a second family of which you are proud. Don't know if you could hear it very well on this, so I'll go ahead and read this as well. As Murray County 3 closes chapter in his life and begin writing a new one. As many people retire and change directions in their life, often wonder, did I make a difference? Did I perform my fullness? I am proud to say, not only from the dispatcher, but as fellow law enforcement officers in the community, the answer to both questions is yes. It is a far stronger place today because of your service. May you be blessed with much success in the future. You will be truly missed. Mary County 3. Thank you for your service, and may God bless you. You will be missed. Oh.
We're gonna get you paper pad, Dad?
No, it's okay. Well, things are really kicking in now. Honestly, I feel like I'm turning my back on it. But I did pray about this. And I feel God has answered them prayers and showed signs to me that I'm doing the right thing. So I'm going to go ahead and park my unit. They're going to be here Monday to pick it up and pick Max up. And I'll shoot a little bit of video with Max before they pick him up. I guess from here, it's time to get to work on the farm and start building this place and making it a better place and finishing the cabin, and it's going to be awesome. So thank y'all so much for following us along. Like I said, later on this evening, me and Steph will sit down and talk, and we'll put this all together. But thank y'all so much for standing beside us along this way. If it wasn't for y'all watching our videos and loving our family, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today. And I truly mean that. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to start spending more time with my family, to become a better father, a better husband, and a better person. And I truly mean that. So, I'm going to go park my unit.
Hey, Dad. Why is it taking your on the dog?
Because it ain't my dog, Bubba. It's the county's.
Oh. Don't take everybody's dogs?
They're just taking Max. Yeah. He's a top dog. Now this be the last time pull in the driveway. It's all starting to feel real. But there's a lot of work to be done. You can be playing in the garden. What do y'all think?
Good deal.
Huh?
I hate that you went to work, but it is good to keep the bad people away from us. But I am happy for you to come with us and spend more time with us.
Yeah. Well, like I say, is just because I ain't cop doesn't mean I can't keep us safe. We're always going to be safe. So, anyways, I'm going to get this off, and I'm sure we'll all sit down as a family and talk and share our thoughts. We've always been open with y'all, and it's kind of windy, so we're going to go ahead and get all this put away.
All right, guys. So hopefully you watched the video all the way through. We knew one day that hopefully I would get to retire from the sheriff's office or walk away and live on the farm and just raise animals and take care of the family and catch up on some family time. But we didn't know it was going to be this soon.
No, we was thinking years.
Years.
At least another year.
Yeah, so most of y'all been with us for a good while. But when I ended up starting a YouTube channel, I was talking to Daniel and Brian at the coffee shop, and then that's how I got started. Ever since, I've continued to post videos, and y'all know that Daniel with Arms Family Homestead, he was able to retire early from his job. That was been about 2 years ago, I believe, because we've been in it for 4 years. And, when we talked about getting a YouTube channel, he told me, to post several videos and, you know, from there, I just took it and just continued posting videos. You know, we're very thankful, and I say this all the time. I'm very thankful for Daniel. I guess I seen what Daniel done with social media, and I thrived, and I wanted to do that. You know, after I started posting videos, I loved it. It made me a better father, that I believe, because I was so wrapped up into the sheriff's office and law enforcement that I was working tons of hours, and you know, I just really didn't have my priorities right. So with me leaving the sheriff's office now, I'm hoping to catch up on some of that. So,
you know, another thing is that YouTube started out being kind of like a hobby, and also, I mean, so that we had a little bit, I mean, eventually we'll get monetized and have a little bit of extra spending money, you know, just to kind of go do things with the family, just go, I don't even know, just traveling, like, to just little places or whatever. And it just kind of ended up growing and growing, where you were finally able to not be outside the home as much as you could be inside the home.
Right. So, you know, we started animals and stuff there at our home in the city limits. And, you know, we just growed our channel. And then once we moved out here, and it kind of took off, you know, we had a lot of help from each and every one of y'all watching our videos and sharing. And we had a lot of help from all of our fellow YouTube channels, all of our friends, that has helped us along the way. I did not expect it to come this early, but one of the key deals for this was it just didn't have time. I was running out of time. You know, working a full-time job anywhere from 40 to 50 hours a week, and then coming home. You know, wintertime it was okay, but now we got ball games, and I didn't get to go to a lot of them, and I missed out on a lot of ball games, and you know, I did not like that. If they was local, I could go because I could stay in the county. So I guess, you know, we've been thinking about it for the last couple months, but I guess it really got serious probably the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Probably. I did some serious praying. I did, and as y'all see in the video, I did shoot video up to my last day. So if you want to see all that, how it all unfolded, stay tuned and we'll get into that. But it's just one of those deals, is I couldn't do it anymore. Just was tired. I couldn't stay focused at work. You know, I'm just one of those guys that if I'm going to do something, I'm all in. Day before my last night, you know, I got in that scuffle with that young girl that was under the influence of some type of drug.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of the craziest. You know, had to restrain her and then fight her at the hospital. And everybody's like, a girl beats you up? No, I'm restraining her. I'm not punching her. I'm not elbowing her. I'm not knocking her out. That's not our job. Our job's to help and protect. And, you know, is there times that officers have to do that? Yes. Is there, it got really, really close a couple times, me having to use force like that. But luckily I was able to gain compliance and get her under control, get her cuffed, and get her in the ambulance, and they started giving her medicine.
And people joke about you let a woman beat you or fight you or whatever, but when you're under any kind of drug like that, they could be stronger than you.
Yeah, and that's for certain. So I come home that night and I'm like, man, is this a sign as God's telling me, you know, it's time to get out? It's just going to be rough from here on out. I'm giving you a warning. So next day, go to work, you know, went to eat with the sheriff in Bryson, and walking out, and the lady meets me at the door and says, hey, Brandon, I watched your YouTube channel and I really enjoy the videos. And I'm like, this is kind of odd. That don't really happen to us locally. It does, but on occasion, but not like this. And I said, well, thank you. And she was like, does it cost anything to subscribe? I was like, no, it's free. You can subscribe for free. She says, okay, do you remember who I am? And I did. I don't remember her name, but I said yes. And she said, I used to work with your mother. And I just smiled and told her thank you for watching and stuff. But to me, walking away, I felt like that was a sign that my mother is like, it's okay, son. You got it. Go spend time with your family. So I was like, okay, there's definitely a sign right there. That's my mom, you know, doing that. So we go to the ball game, and we're sitting there. The kids play ball, and one of the preachers is there, and he comes up. He says, hey, I watched your YouTube show. I really liked it. That's pretty cool. And I'm sitting there. At that point, I'm just grinning, you know, talking to him. You know, he's the he's the preacher where Jimmy Houston actually goes to church. Chopper is his name. And right then I felt that was another sign. This is all in about 5-6 hours apart. And I'm like, now I got a preacher that has come up to me and says, you know, I enjoy YouTube videos. And I know a lot of y'all are going to think I'm crazy, but God does things like that. And I know it's the right decision. I know without a doubt. I am very, very thankful for the men and women I worked with. You know, that morning I went 10-8, our dispatch, Robin, she's a supervisor there, and she said, you know, be sure to go 10-7 for your final call. And that was very touching. It was very touching. And the poem they wrote, it was amazing. But, you know, with me leaving the sheriff's office, it ain't going to change me in no way other than give me more time and rest and spend more time with the family.
You've needed rest for a while. Like, I know this whole last year, you've been nonstop, like, full on, ever since really COVID hit. It's been just ongoing, just every single day there's something big happening. Right. And that's not how it used to be. And so I think now you can actually put that aside and take that time and just rest. And I think a lot of your stress will dissipate.
Right.
And be gone with.
And, you know, which...
It's not going to take it completely away.
No.
But, I mean, it's gonna put a release on you.
I hope each and every one of y'all continue watching our videos and showing y'all support to our channel. You know, in the future, we may have another channel that we come up with. We got some ideals. We're kind of kicking around. I got ideals on the law enforcement side. You know, life after a deputy sheriff. You know, what is life like? And that won't be nothing that is on a regular basis. That's just only when, you know, I want to sit down and I need to talk or something like that. So.
And with him leaving, that's going to add more to, there's sometimes we're not videoing because we have to hurry up and get stuff done. because he's got to go take a nap, or he's got to go to work early, or he gets a call in the middle of shooting a video, and so he's going to have more time to go to the garden or finish a chicken coop or a rabbit hutch or whatever. And I think that's gonna help a lot. But I'm gonna probably have to remind him that, hey, you have time now. Let's slow down. Let's schedule things.
Yeah, that's the hardest part right now, is trying to slow down, because in my mind I'm trying to move.
He's trying to get everything done in just a couple days, instead of knowing that he's got all the time in the world now. So we've got to space it out and do the most important stuff first. But we're gonna get there.
Yeah. For the last time, we're going to go ahead and close it out from here, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. And thank y'all for being subscribed and showing y'all support to our channel. We greatly appreciate it. Hope y'all have a wonderful night. God bless.